up, Big Red Podcast? Miami, and I just want to mention that Bryce and Trinity are still together. World Cup's happening. Life is great. Woo! Hey guys, what is up? Big Red Reviews here, back again with another episode of the Big Red Podcast. We are here. We're back in our OG setup. Devin and Abby could not join us. We tried to film it Saturday, but it was 4th of July, and it was really busy, so we just said screw it. And they're avid watchers as well, so I think they prefer to watch a little bit. Let me move this camera a little bit quick. Okay, first off, let's get down to business. 5 people have gone home.
Yes.
Who's going home? It is Gall, Amora, what's her name again? Parmita.
Parmesan.
Corbin.
Oh, our Caleb all the way at the top.
Jen.
Bye, Jen.
Jaden.
Dang.
A lot of people. And
What? It was more than.
Because I think because we didn't do
5
last
the first night,
yeah.
and then okay.
So this is also a Sunday night talk because we weren't here. Also, last episode was chopped cheese for your boy. I literally shaved that day, and I was watching that episode, and I was like, damn it, I look like a fucking egg. So we have a lot of people that have gone home, and what's crazy is not a lot of bombshells this season, which we're gonna talk about. So yeah, well, you guys know the method. We're gonna go ahead and do our ranking of who we think is good. TT I think should go up. Actually, let's start from the top.
Okay, we'll start from the top.
Trinity staying.
Yes. Trinity.
Kata.
Yes. Not really any problems with her, but like.
Kata said something about KC that I didn't. KC and TT, which was a little weird.
Was it the like?
I don't know why they're defending Melanie, which that'll be a big topic we talk about. But that was a little weird. But other than that, Kata, whatever, you're staying S.
Yeah, she's okay right there.
Carl S.
Carl stays forever. Yes.
And Bryce S. Because they're just great.
I actually liked him more this past episode when they did the lip singing challenge thing.
You could tell they're in love.
I kind of really liked him.
So I watched that episode with Alicia, and she hasn't watched a lot of the season, but like she only watches episodes if she's over when I'm watching them because I'm like 9 o'clock, on the dot, 8:35 actually. And she was like, wow, they're like one of the only couples that look like they're actually like in love, and they had sex, which we'll get into. That was big, which I've been thought they did, but. Because I thought French frying was sex, and then Caleb had to ask, and it was DJ. I thought French fry. All right, whatever. I never heard of the term French fry.
Neither have I until Love Island.
Yeah, and like we're like in that generation, so we should know this.
I'm not.
Bryce is 30.
No, Bryce is 29.
He's 30. Just turned 30.
That's right. He turned 30
was
at the
movie
villa.
night,
You're right.
Yeah.
I loved the comment though that he made. He was like something about his knees being 30 or something like that,
Like,
and I was
can't
like,
do that movie
okay,
again. Yeah.
relatable.
Naya probably can stay A. I don't think she's S.
I would move her up. Her and Carl are so good together.
I don't know if I see it fully.
I absolutely love it. I can, in all honesty, say they're my favorite couple. They have quickly become my favorite. I love them.
Wow. We'll get into that. That's a big controversial take.
Why?
Favorite Bryce and Trinity are the only. All right, whatever. We'll get into that. Melanie, I'm just tired of it.
It's just the same stuff, and she makes excuses for Sincere constantly.
And it's like I think she's a good person, but like her taking Sincere back this much almost makes me want to move her down because like I'm just tired of it.
Honestly,
I want to put her to
okay
B.
Yeah.
I'd be open to putting her to B.
I'm okay with that.
I'm really just getting like it's like okay, maybe like the first 2 times I could understand like okay, you're getting manipulated by Sincere,
right?
But then it's like. You keep doing it, and then every episode is literally like I saw the preview for tonight's episode. It's literally like I don't know if I can trust it. It's like the same convos we've been having. Yeah. I'm getting tired of it.
It's a lot.
Dylan can I don't like Dylan's cool.
Dylan.
I can keep Dylan
stay.
He just seems like a nice guy, and he was pretty funny during the challenge.
Yeah.
Kenzie, this is where we get into it because I just do not like Kenzie.
And I don't understand why you don't like her as much as you do.
Because it's like I just feel like she's like. The woman Sincere, not as bad, but she's like
definitely not like Sincere.
And this goes into my biggest. Actually, we can't talk about Sincere yet because like there's something that the women did that really rubbed me the wrong way. Which when it came to which we can talk about it later. But I'll mention like Casey did a lot of shit. I get it. They were dogging him. Sincere did arguably worse shit the whole time.
Yes.
And they were chanting Team Sincere the next morning after movie night. And that was what's weird to me. And I just cannot fathom that they care for Melanie. And I guarantee you the reason... I don't know how they got voted into the top 5.
It's because
That
people
took me
are
by
obsessed with Melanie. Melanie is this year's Hoda.
which I don't get because it's like, okay, if you're obsessed with Melanie, I get you and the Islanders are voting for them to stay here,
Right?
But that's just not love, and I hate.
They're just making the behavior okay.
We'll get into that voting shit too,
yeah.
because I was actually. Alicia was. I had to sit up, and I texted you. I was like, I was actually. I almost turned it off.
Probably didn't help because I was like, it is what it is.
She was like, oh yeah, Kenzie's fine. I'm like.
I like it.
I mean, I'll keep her at. If it was up to me, I'd put her at C. But if you,
this past episode, I appreciated that she went and like apologized face to face to people. She apologized to Melanie for not being a good friend and picking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess she's apologizing, but it's like
Melanie.
everyone she's doing wrong. It's like
but
Melanie.
I don't think it was out of spite. Sincere is lying because he doesn't want Melanie to find out what he's doing and doing it behind her back, kind of thing. I don't think Kenzie's like that. I don't think Kenzie is doing things on purpose.
Let's keep her at B. I can't put her anything above
Really?
B. I cannot do it. And it's funny because a lot of people were hitting me up. They're like, because on the last episode it was like me and 3 girls, and they're like, you need a guy on here.
Okay.
Because I was getting hammered about the Kenzie pick, but we'll keep her B.
Fine.
Melanie B. Sincere C or maybe B.
I kind of want to move Melanie down.
Down even more.
Yeah,
I think she should be right next to Sincere.
Honestly, I think so too.
Because Sincere's been okay the past few episodes. The only problem with Sincere is, I think I told you this or Alicia this. I said yeah, like he probably does mean some things he's saying. I think he does realize that Melanie is a good person and that he fucked up. It's hard to believe it like right now because it's hard to like.
But he's just screwed up so many times, like intentionally, and is like lying to people's faces. That's the thing that I can't.
I agree.
I can't get over.
So you want to move. And that's gonna be controversial because I know, like, I guess there's a lot of Melanie fans, which is crazy.
A lot of Melanie fans.
I don't see this on social media, and even like, you do?
Yeah.
Because even in the comments, like the top comments, everyone's like, "Why are we voting for a toxic couple?" Like we get like, and everyone's like, "I get you like Melanie, but it doesn't make any sense." And it just, that's the only reason they're scaling by. I really am shocked Kenzie's still in the villa. I genuinely think, I promise you this, they were voting off, and we'll get into that because how she stayed in the villa pisses me off.
People like Parmita less than they like Kenzie, and I think that's why her and Corbin are gone.
Well, the general consensus is low-key turning on them two, which we'll get into, which was really interesting because even Alicia said, she's like, because she wasn't a fan of Corbin really at all, and she was like, I actually really liked them that episode, and they both showed like signs of like, I just think they do fit each other, even though they're cringy. I really do think they fit each other.
So her sister has come out and said that they talked before Love Island.
These two?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Like they were like consistently talking, and the only reason why they stopped talking was because he went on the show.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
So I'm like, it fully feels like they had a relationship before all of this has even started, and her sister basically came out and said it word for word.
But I still think they're an okay couple. Like, I don't know. Corbin was showing a little different sides that he never really showed with anyone, and as much as Corbin did fucked up shit, everything the girls threw at him, he kind of like did eat on the chin, and I kind of have to respect that. He apologized to Kenzie again, and then they had that apology, and then seeing him cry was crazy, which we'll get into. That was
so crazy.
And I'm glad I was scared people were gonna be like, oh, he's faking it. Like, I just genuinely think he's. We'll get into that.
Okay.
Sincere. So wait, are we keeping Melanie B?
No, let's move her down.
Should we keep her and Sincere at C or get off my villa?
I honestly would be okay with putting them on Get Off My Villa because at this point, like, it's just the same thing with them over and over and over again, and they're really. He goes, "We're not in a toxic relationship. I just make toxic choices." It's like, no, you're in a toxic relationship. She keeps going back to him no matter how many times he screws up.
He is like 85% of the toxicity because the only thing she's doing now is just accepting it, which is toxic in its own right. But we'll do that. Zach. Keep it C, maybe B.
Keep it C. Yeah, he just.
Did you see the preview for tonight?
Yeah.
And it was kind of, at least he owned up to like, yeah, it's probably all me, and now he's like really fucked up. So hopefully he locks in, because like I do think him and Kata have something, but you know, we'll see. And then TT and KC, I think they're going up. I like them. I like their performance low key. Kenzie and Dylan's was really good, but I really like Kenzie.
Theirs was my second favorite.
And I really liked his convo with Anaya. Huge props to Anaya, which we'll get into, about how she walked up to the boys and said that wasn't right of me, and then he apologized. I'm so glad they had that second talk and they hugged, and then she made the joke like something about grandma. I love
She's
that.
like, Grandmama's coming.
See, I was really hoping for that to turn out how it was, where they make up, and that earned me respect for him as well, and TT's been good as well. I think we can move them to what?
Honestly, maybe B.
I agree. Thank God. Okay, because that was... I didn't know if you were going to agree with that, but...
They kind of go back and forth. I didn't like... I forgot to bring it up, not the last one, but the one before, but when, like, Melanie and Sincere were having a conversation, they, like, make a comment in the kitchen, and they basically, like, laugh at Melanie.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. And I know, like, we're not a huge fan of Melanie and Sincere, but it was very disrespectful to be laughing behind her back and, like, making fun of her when, like, they're all supposed to be friends kind of thing.
No, I agree with
other
that.
than that, like, they're slowly... I'm starting to like them more and more.
And if it was up to me, I just want to put this out here, Kenzie would be in Get Off My Villa. I don't think she's horrible, but I'm just shocked she's still here. I think she is, like, Huda, scathing through these eliminations. And I promise you, she was least voted. And the fact that she got immunity from that... I've never heard of a challenge giving someone immunity. I've never heard of that.
I want to say they've done it before. I'm honestly kind of surprised that challenges haven't given them more. Because I feel like in the past, winning a challenge did give you an advantage in certain things.
I don't know. That's crazy, because then it's like, okay... I don't know. It's just then our vote means shit. Because, like, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know who. I don't know. I really do think production likes Melanie. I think production likes Anaya. That's been my thing for a while. And that's why, like, I don't know. As long as Trinity and Bryce win, at the end of the day, I don't care.
Okay.
This is our ranking, guys. And so now we can get into our notes of...
Our board is feeling empty.
Good. Because now we're a week away.
Yeah.
So it ends, Sunday, I think.
God, that's so crazy.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go in order, because, again, this is from the past few episodes. I said, so glad Caleb finally, like, stood his ground and said something to Kenzie, because I feel like he was, like, playing the nice guy and just letting it slide. And so, like, you know.
I think he was picking his battles. I think he was very, like, he's a very respectful person.
I get it.
I think not going after Kenzie was just him being like, okay, like, it is what it is, and I'm not going to...
He was too respectful because he said when he got out of the villa, he said he wanted to go for Melanie, which a lot of people... clocked because everyone and he said he didn't out of respect for Sincere. So I could see that him and Melanie getting together maybe post. Okay. I don't think her and Sincere are gonna last post Villa. I don't see it.
I don't see them lasting. I do see them on after the Villa having like big blowout moments,
yeah,
kind of like Kaylor and Aaron from season 6.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm so tired of Zach jumping in to defend every single boy. No matter what they do, he is constantly defending every action the boys make.
Why do we have him on C again? Because, like, I know he's been weird, but, like, should he be B, like, low-key?
I don't like him.
No? Yeah, okay. Well, that's fair. We'll keep him there.
Thank you.
I said, Amora said this. I don't know. I think she was talking about, she was talking to Sincere, and she said, it sucks you're learning at the expense of others, to Sincere.
Yes.
I like that because that's literally what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's like, I know he's trying to spin it, and I know he's genuinely probably learning a lot. I do think he is, but that doesn't mean it's okay to, like, do these things. And, like, he told him more, like, if I give him more time, it would have been you, which probably might have been true, but then it's like, don't say that. It's just like,
yeah, like, there's certain things that you got to keep to yourself, and saying that to Amora, like, it's Love Island. You never know what's going to happen the next day.
Right.
And then, like, she ends up coming back. And then during movie night, we see those scenes. Just because we didn't get movie night last year doesn't mean that it was gone forever.
Right.
That's what a lot of these people thought. I think it was because of Sierra.
Yeah, I agree too.
She was in so much of it. I know you already talked about the Caleb thing, but I really thought that they were, like, their conversation was so respectful. Like, during movie night, I definitely thought we were actually going to see Caleb, like, blow up for once. And, like,
he blew up with Jaden.
He did.
Good.
And I was like...
We'll get into that.
I was shocked.
We'll get into him leaving because I really think that was bullshit too. But I said Melanie and Sincere both look stupid. All the shit she's saying to him is very valid, but then her taking him back 4 times makes it invalid.
Every single time.
Every time. It's like, and then it's the same cycle every episode where she'll be happy and like she was like, oh, like they did the karaoke. She's like, oh, that was so like nice. Like you deserve a kid. I'm just like, I'm just over it. I'm literally like, I almost want to skip through every time because it's like the same shit.
It really is. I also put that Zach said to Dylan, I told you so, and called Kenzie a hypocrite and all this stuff. We didn't need that comment from Zach during movie night. Dylan was already going through it. He already knew that Gal, whatever his name is, had already kissed Kenzie. And, like, they already had this conversation. So for Zach to turn around and be like, I told you so, like, that was just, like, an extra slap in the face that I feel like was not needed at all. But I also felt like Zach was very like very well spoken when he was talking to Kenzie and how he felt in front of everybody.
Zach?
No, Dylan.
Oh, Dylan. Yeah, he was.
Zach sucks.
My next two I'll just put together because it's the same. I said Anaya saying sorry for standing up was so mature. I hella respect that. And then Casey and Anaya's talk was so good, and I'm glad Casey also owned up to his shit as well. Yeah. And they can both move past that.
Yeah, I really liked that. I think I don't want to be like, it's because of Carl, but I feel like she's being more outspoken and apologizing more with Carl being there. Because even when she went to apologize to the guys, he was like standing right there, like next to her. Yeah. And I was like, oh, they're so sweet. They're supporting each other.
Right.
I'm like, I love that.
I think they're cute, but I just don't have too much care for it. Like, I think Carl's a great guy. I think they're cute, but it's like, we're a week away now, and I just don't see myself wanting to vote for them because I just, again, too last minute. I don't know.
I really like them.
Bryce Trinity.
Okay.
What's next?
Dylan made a comment saying that Kenzie is treating Love Island like it's a game and like upset about it, and I was like, but it is a game.
It is a game, but
there's a prize at the end. She
just didn't play it respectfully, in my opinion.
It was way more respectful than Sincere.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, in general, like,
but I don't know. She is doing what she's supposed to.
She's really performative. She's like, I don't like a roster. You have a roster the whole time. You can't be good with one person. And I deadass think she just settled with Dylan because she saw the backlash from America and her other. Even the girls were like, that wasn't good for you, Kenzie. I think she deadass just settled for Dylan. I really don't buy her and Dylan. I really don't. Like,
no, I think they're cute.
I just think outside the villa, it's over right away. I mean,
let's be completely honest. Most of these couples aren't going to last outside the villa.
I could see Bryce and Trinity probably.
I don't even know if Bryce and Trinity.
I think they will.
I don't know. I think that age difference is going to hit them when they get outside the villa.
Bryce literally made the comment when they were like talking about someone's going home. He was literally like, I really don't care because I have you. And I was like, I think they're going to be good. I really do think.
But being in the villa and being outside of the villa are completely two different things.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, you do 3 weeks. You do 3.5 weeks every day, 24/7 with the same person. I feel like that just cuts like a lot of time off where it's like, you know, I just feel like you just skip a lot of things where it's like, oh, I know how you are one-on-one a lot. I just think they'll be fine.
I think environments will change them a little bit.
Yeah, but we also said that about Landry and Nick last season. They're still together. You never know.
I don't know.
I think they'll be good. I said, this is what my thing. I said, why are the girls so team sincere? That's what I said.
That's what I don't understand. Because
I get they're friends with Melanie, but it's like, then you have Kata and all these girls in the morning after, like, team sincere, go sincere, go. And it's like, why? It's like, I get you probably want to keep her around because that's your friend. But again, like Ariana said, it's at the expense of like, you got to send someone home. They are not compatible. They like, it's very toxic.
That was the craziest part about that episode was that people voted for Caleb and Jaden, which I could kind of see. They're not super compatible, but they voted Caleb and Jaden and Kenzie and Dylan before they voted for Sincere and Melanie, who like clearly have fought. They're like, oh, there's ups and downs. No, this whole relationship is a problem.
Oh yeah,
like they're not compatible. And
I hated that the Islanders were like, Caleb and Jaden had like a rough patch or whatever. Okay, they had one argument. Sincere and Melanie have been fighting since episode 2, so it's like, I don't get why we're voting Caleb and Jaden away for. Now I don't think they're compatible either, but I don't know why we're voting them away based off of one little tiny argument that they resolved. And that whole voting thing was weird, anyways, because. As much as I do not like Gaul, like I think he's just mid, like as a character in Love Island.
Yeah.
My unpopular opinion is I think they should have been exempt from that challenge because all these couples, they're all friends with each other, so they were all obviously going to be like, oh, Gaul and Amora here because we need to get rid of one vote. And the minute that challenge happened, I knew they were going home that night.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's just like a cop out. And
yeah,
man, I feel like some other couple should have gone home that night. Like. Props to Corbin for like he's friends with Sincere, but he was like, yeah, you're moving weird as fuck. Like I got to give you the vote, and that's out of like love for both of y'all because I don't think it's happening.
I did appreciate that,
which was cool.
It was interesting to see like how much Sincere lying to Melanie and like downplaying what he was doing to the guys really affected the friend group within the guys because they were like, we can't trust you anymore. Yeah. Like, how are we supposed to trust anything that you say?
I mean, Corbin and KC watching that video, they were like,
they were distraught. They were
like KC and Corbin did shit, but they also ate their shit to the chin. Like Sincere was like telling them one thing, and then like the movie night showed others. So that was pretty cool that they were like, yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, I did really appreciate that. That made me respect Corbin and KC a lot more.
Especially Corbin.
Yeah. Especially Corbin.
No, yeah, that was crazy. No, you're good.
I already said that one. Zach has been, I've been skipping a couple of them. It's so random, but production showing Carl releasing a bug.
Oh yeah,
that was
the
like,
butterfly. I was like, they need footage.
I was like, that was so not needed, but I guarantee all of America went,
because they need sympathy votes for Anaya because they want her to win.
That's not why. It's because Carl is a great person.
I know, I like Carl.
He's literally a Disney prince. And I'm obsessed.
I said, notice how like the two guys I like the most, Carl and Bryce, didn't audition. They were picked for the show. Someone brought up a good point. They were like, Bryce really doesn't know much about Love Island. He didn't even ask to be locked off. He just asked to be girlfriend and boyfriend. And then in the first episode, Trinity was like, let's go to Soul Ties. He was like, what's that? He like literally does not know. I'll say these two things because they're together. One, how the fuck is Melanie and Sincere still in the show? And then I said Jen low-key got hoed this whole show. Like low-key she got hoed because she brought. So what I thought Gall should have done, what would have earned me respect was, I think we watched that episode together. I said he should have just said fuck it, I'll bring Jen back, and then we're both on our own to. I don't know. I feel like either way he was going to be screwed and voted off anyways.
Yeah.
Like I think Jen and Gall were going to be voted off either way.
I think so
that
too.
night, so they were screwed.
Yeah.
But before they knew about the voting thing, I think Gall should have just been like, "Okay, Jen, I'll bring you back," and then we go our separate ways, and then that's that. But
I think he was thinking about doing that, but then Amaro basically was like, "She talks crap about you constantly,"
which people said like that's fucked up of her, but like,
and she was being honest
she
though,
is,
because Jen really was talking about him all the time in the girls' dressing room. So like, I kind of get why he went with Amora. Like it was someone he's not really explored yet, kind of thing.
Right.
So I don't know. I went back and forth with Jen because at the very beginning she was super boring, and then towards the end she like, not that I wouldn't be bitter if I wasn't being picked, but like she was super bitter at the very end of the experience and just like acted like she hated all men, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's she said. She's like, I'll never let a man vote for me, and I was just like, okay, well, I don't know why you went to Love Island. Like,
yeah, it's kind of like she didn't she felt like another one that didn't know what she was getting into. Love
Island was like just the girls sit around and the guys have to like.
Exactly.
I don't know. I never really understood that.
Like she never really like pulled anyone, but also like Soul never pulled anyone either, and that was part of that.
She went all in Sincere, and then Jen went with the Gall, and then Gall didn't pick her, and then Gabe got sent home. So yeah.
Yeah.
I said Kenzie saying Corbin only likes Parmita because of lust is very ironic.
It is ironic, but it does feel very true.
I agree with Corbin though that. And Parmita, that her vote there was just very personal, 100%. Because like Ariana said, put your feelings aside, and who is like a bad couple, and even Dylan, like I noticed a lot of the guys were saying Sincere, even Carl was like Sincere and Melanie.
Yeah.
But then Kata and Anaya were like, yeah, but Melanie's so. And I knew once I heard them say that, I was like, they're. Sincere and Melanie are safe because they're not listening to Ariana, and these friendships are going to keep Melanie in this villa. And not that Melanie deserves to be out of the villa, but if it means
but like, it's at that point, like it is Love Island. They need to be out if they're not exploring other people openly, and if they're not getting along in their couple.
It's not healthy for people like who like are in the dating scene or like, you know, obviously we all date, but well, not you because you're married. But like, you know, like it's not healthy. I feel like it's just not healthy to have a couple that toxic being voted. Yeah. I don't know. It just scares me a little bit.
And it just like shows Melanie that like it's okay to be in this couple. Like it's if he's gonna lie to you and cheat on you, like then it's totally okay.
It's not healthy for her. Not. And they think they're helping her. They're really not.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like after watching the last couple of episodes and watching Sincere talk to like Anaya and stuff, I think he has befriended the girls as well.
Oh, it might be a move.
He's like manipulating everybody.
Well, especially Anaya. I mean, because him and Anaya have been friends since before all this happened. So I believe they have a friendship and like they called each other out or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. And like, I guess it's kind of sad also that Sincere's the only main guy who has done a date like thing. Because Dylan did it and Corey did it. So it's kind of sad that no one else is really doing that.
Which is crazy because I feel like we constantly saw dates last year.
Because Ace carried. Ace would do one for Shelly, like every episode. I guess they're not even dating anymore. I didn't know that.
Really? I didn't didn't see that.
I don't see
yet.
much of Shelly anyways. It's mainly.
I don't either.
Yeah. You got a couple?
This was Friday's episode. I put Jaden is so annoying.
Yes.
I've never seen Caleb so mad before.
He never showed emotion.
He really didn't. And I feel like that's part of the reason why he ended up getting voted off before, like, Kenzie and Dylan, or before Sincere and Melanie. It's because as much as you don't like them, they bring drama. This show is all about drama.
Yeah, but now we're at the end game where, okay, now we're actually voting people who have a potential to win. So it's like, and I'm not saying Caleb and Jaden aren't going to win. I know they're not going to win, but I'm saying, like, everyone was just like, oh, they had a fight. I just think the reasoning was bullshit. I think that they should have been voted out in the next day or two, not when they did get voted out, because they were like, oh, they had one argument. Yeah. And Jaden was also annoying with that because it's like, it was just miscommunication, and then she had to be this cool, like, oh, well, you're talking to them. Well, you could talk to me. And that's just, like, such a turnoff where it's,
like, it was very aggressive.
And, like, performative. And I'm like, and Caleb, like, I get what she's saying, but, like, Caleb, I don't think meant bad by asking, like, how's the connection going? I just think that's his way of, like...
He's young.
And he also has a good point where he's like, I'm not going to, like, fully open up and tell you about everything about my life right now when we're in this connection. Like, I'm watering the connection so then I can open up. And I completely agree with that, 100%.
Yeah. I think he went with, like, actual, like, dating experience outside of the villa. It's like, you don't throw everything at someone like within the first 24 hours kind of thing. So I think he was, like, taking his time and being slow and wanting to, like, hang out and make sure that there was some kind of chemistry there. But she took it as, like, you don't want to talk about anything kind of thing. And
then it just could have been an easy convo, but then it kind of...
Yeah. It, like, exploded out of nowhere. So I didn't like that. I didn't like Jaden for that at all.
Me neither. She was always kind of boring anyways.
Yeah.
I said, why is Kata shocked that they picked Melanie and Sincere? I think it was Corbin or someone, they voted for Melanie and Sincere, and Kata was like, what? And I'm just like, why are we I just don't, like, not even like a damn, I get it. Like, even Melanie and Sincere, like, that's the only credit I'll give them, especially Sincere, where they're like, Sincere was like, and again, it's hard for me to believe him, but I genuinely think he agrees, where, like, they were both like, I get it. Like, there was no backlash. Like, and Sincere knew it was his fault mainly.
Melanie even said, she was like, that's a good friend, like, calling me out, kind of thing.
Because I think deep down she knows that, like, everyone cares for her, but the girls who are, like, telling her to stay with Sincere, that she knows that's not, like, probably the best thing to do.
They're telling her what she wants to hear.
So yeah, Kata like cheering for Sincere and doing that. That's the reason why I wanted to move her down to an A, because I was like,
you know what? Let's move her down then, because I don't think she's being a good friend. Because even though this is Love Island, like, they're still building relationships, like, within their groups kind of thing, and I don't think she's a good friend for that.
Yeah, that was shout out to who voted for them. It was Corbin and Parmita, and was it Caleb? Parmita. Someone else voted. Oh no, it was Kenzie and Dylan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I said Parmita finally said something smart. I forgot what she said, but I remember.
No, I don't think it was Kenzie and Dylan.
Yeah, it was, because remember Corbin was pissed. Corbin was like, that's a... Oh, no, they voted for Corbin, my bad.
Yeah, because they had that talk later on. Kenzie and Melanie talked about how Kenzie was like, Dylan brought you guys up, and I said, absolutely not, because that's my friend, kind of thing.
That pissed me off, too, because, like, again, the same thing with Kate, like, that's my friend. Okay, I get you guys are close friends.
It's not Friends Island.
Especially right now, and, like, again, Kenzie, if you were really her friend, you'd be like, I have to do this to you. Like, it's that simple. Those little comments by the girls, I was like, come on, like, be more like... I'm not saying, like, the guys are all great, but be more like Corbin and KC in this scenario where they're like, yeah, Sincere, you're fucked up. Like, just straight up. Like, you're bullshit. You don't deserve that girl, you know?
Exactly. That was, like, the only time that I've agreed with Corbin and Casey at this point.
I do think Melanie is right when she said Kenzie is settling. I do think there is a connection between her and Dylan. I just think if stuff didn't go down or was revealed how it was, I do think she would still be kind of exploring. I don't think she would have 100% closed off like she is right now.
Which I honestly don't feel like is a bad thing, because that's the point of the show, is to explore. Like, that's why they go in. For some reason, this cast went in and they were, like, done. They're like, I found my person.
Well, it's the opposite of last season.
Trinity, like... That's why we watch, though, is to watch these people find connections with
but
others.
If there is true love, like, I'm not opposed to that. Like, Trinity and Bryce are the one people that, like, they had their little thing with Kato, whatever, and then they were, I think they have some of the best moments this season, and it's just because they show pure love. Same with, I don't know. It's
exactly.
Like, but, like, they're, like, the ones who,
Kata
like...
and Zach are, like, together kind of thing, but I honestly feel like if someone were to walk in, or if Alana didn't go home, I really don't think Zach
I don't know.
come back single.
We've talked about that. I really don't know because we watched some of the episodes of Casa, and Zach is right that it was like day 2 and he was already like, I just can't stop thinking of Kata.
Yeah.
And before she got kicked off, he was telling the guys like I just can't stop thinking of Kata. Like I really miss her, and I know that like I'm just fucked up and I just really miss her. I genuinely think he would have not picked Alana. I don't like that he hid that from her. And again, I don't know because apparently you can hear in the background of one of the scenes, one of the girls say, "Oh, I thought we weren't allowed to say anything about her." Because with Sierra, you really couldn't mention her.
Yeah, you couldn't say anything with her. Yeah,
which I'm shocked they showed Alana in the videos because I thought they were just gonna blur it. I
thought so too.
I think he's just an idiot and he didn't know how to act. But I really don't think he would have picked Alana. I think. He was really. I was watching the video and like, he looks fucked up tonight, which good. We need to see Zach really have a reset. We really do.
He needs to be humbled a little bit because I feel like he's taking their relationship, like,
for the worse. Yeah.
But
sorry.
No, you're good. Gal made Jen breakfast and she complained about there not being syrup on it. And I was like, what am I watching right now?
That was the one thing Gal did.
I was like, what? That
was one thing Gal did that was at least cool. He was like, what am I going to do? Let her starve? Like, I'm still, And I like that he's like everyone's go-to coffee person.
Yes, that was so funny.
Apparently he owns a coffee place.
It's a coffee and surf shop.
Which he didn't say that. He just says he works at.
Yeah.
I'm like, same with Bryce. Like, Bryce is like really downplaying who he is. Like he's like made really good DJ music. He's like he mentioned Calvin Klein, but like a lot of these guys and like a lot of the girls too are like really not saying all they've done, which is like
which is kind of crazy, but also nice at the same time that like I know later on they talk about how he owns his own business. Like people start to say it, so it might have like come up in conversation kind of thing. But he didn't like come in and was like, I own my own business. Hi. It wasn't like a way to try to get people interested in him, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah, good because
So,
I think you're up.
I put Sincere being the first in the villa date from the OG cast is crazy.
Yeah. Like I feel like Zach needs to do it. Casey's hasn't really been with like anyone. Like he's with TT, which I actually do kind of like them. We'll get
as long as they're not being mean. That was my issue with them at the very beginning. Like if they chill out and stop laughing at people and talking behind people's backs, like I like them.
I think Bryce needs to do one, but I feel like they just have like a dynamic where like they got so locked in so fast where he didn't like. Not that you should still do dates, but I feel like he just hasn't like thought he needed to. I don't know. I understand why they crazy
because guys do this a lot. They get the girl and then they feel like they don't have to try anymore.
No, I know.
And it's like, no, you need to do the flowers. You need to do the date. You need to make her feel special still.
But I think he did that for her in the sense. I really like what he did where she had that convo and she was like, I want you to be more like physical and he was like, we'll just say that. And ever since that, like I think he does love her. I think he needs to do the dates, but I think like people made good points online. They're like ever since that episode, like he does not stop holding her because that's what she wanted. So I think it's like little like affectionate things. I really like them.
I know you do.
I said Kenzie saying Melanie is her best friend and she didn't vote for her is stupid. That's what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Where it's like the guys, like even Carl said that to Anaya where he was like, they're just really not healthy for each other and like they're not they're toxic, and the girls are just like, yeah, but I love Melanie, like I'm not doing that to her, and it's like so you're kind of hurting her more than just like if you just voted
they're like
her
enabling
off.
her,
right?
Like they're telling her that it's okay and it's not. Like
nope.
I absolutely hate that because they're really gonna screw her over like later in life because she's gonna think, oh, like my friends are gonna support me if I'm with a guy that's not great with me kind of thing, and it's like, no, you need to find someone who's actually gonna treat you the right way. What else do I have?
A lot.
Yeah. I did notice that when Kinsey was saying that why her and Dylan voted for Parmita and Corbin, she was saying like all they talk about is how they're attractive and like how they're both good looking and that's why they like each other and that's like their whole connection kind of thing. Zach was nodding in the background to Kinsey giving the reason to vote them off. And I was like, okay, so like other people see it in the villa too. Like clearly they're not having deep conversations. I don't think they hide that, you know?
Like I think they play up to the character. I think, but in some of the combos we saw, I think they are better than just looks, but they should have probably, I guess, shown that to the villagers more. Villagers.
The villagers.
Islanders. I don't know why it's village.
We need to start referring to them as the villagers.
I was thinking Minecraft for some reason. Well, that goes into my point where I said, I mean, you're not probably going to agree with this, but I said Corbin and Parmita low-key are a good couple. Like, and
They're both airheads, and I
airheads,
think
but
that
like
works for them.
I don't know, like the past episode or two, like they just really, I don't know. I think I don't know. They just felt like it wasn't like they're like amazing, but they just felt like okay, I see it. Like I can see why they like each other, and because at first I didn't really think Corbin actually did like her, but then like
it was just like looks.
She kind of Alicia made a good point where she was like he kind of like she makes Corbin empathetic almost like Corbin just like isn't him like he isn't like the AI Corbin like when they talk, and that's what I kind of noticed. Like
maybe I don't know, because I just don't think that she was a great person. Like all the interactions that we've seen with other girls and other people, like it always felt like she was trying to start a fight with people, and I'm like, I don't like that. Like she's always trying to like get someone to argue with her. I think he turned into a great person,
which is a shock. Yeah, I think Parmita's a little valid though, because like Kenzie obviously does have a little beef for her, like, and I think Parmita was like, I think because then Kenzie was like, oh, we should talk it out, and Parmita's like, we can talk, but like if you're gonna feel that way, then I'm just gonna give you the same energy, and I think that's why I get why she would feel that way towards Kenzie, because obviously coming out of Casa, that whole trio was like the most that was intense, because
it was very intense.
And I was just pissed then because I just said
I don't know, because we've also seen her like. I don't know if you caught it at the end of like them voting each other off kind of thing, but because Kenzie and Dylan voted for them to go off, she's going, you're just being petty, like over and over again, and it's like nobody else really like came for each other for voting the way that they did.
I think Kenzie did. I agree with her. I think Kenzie.
Think so?
I literally, because like Kenzie literally, there's so many other people she could have voted for, and that makes sense. But again, she's guarding Melanie and all that. And so in her mind, I know it damn well, she's like, oh, Corbin and Parmita, they just aren't compatible, and she has her history with them. I'm just going to vote them. I literally think that's what she did.
It's a possibility, but at the time, like, really, all they ever did was talk about how good-looking they were and that they worked out. So, like,
what's so bad about that?
That's the only thing that you hear. That doesn't make them compatible. Like,
yeah, but they just play into that though. They're like, yeah, we're sexy. Like they're.
Yeah, but what other conversations are they actually like having to get to know each other?
I mean, there's a lot we saw. The Islanders didn't see it. That's why I'm like,
I don't know.
I still think Kenzie. You like Kenzie, so you'll never.
No, I can admit when she was wrong, because remember I didn't like her very much at the beginning.
Which is we flopped.
Yeah.
Because I liked her.
We did flip.
A bunch of my notes are bullshit because I just said, how are Melanie and Sister still in the villa? How are Kenzie and Dylan still in the villa? I genuinely thought Kenzie and Dylan were going home that night, and then to find out that our votes really just mean shit, and then now they're immune. I think production, low-key, was anticipating Dylan and Kenzie to go home because of our votes, but then they ended up fucking winning the challenge, so I think then they were like, I genuinely think that's what their plan was. Because Kenzie and Dylan had like no, I mean, you go on the app, it's like who's like the best guy. That they're at the bottom, like they're like not. Dylan has a little more than Kenzie, but like they're really at the bottom of shit. But it's again, Kenzie does have drama, but as long as she doesn't win, I'm fine. Because it's like I just don't know.
Well, they're not gonna win. Like, but you also have to remember that reality TV is more focused on the TV than it is reality. Our votes mean nothing, and that's been like every reality TV under the sun. Like, even when I watch RuPaul's Drag Race, like, that's totally rigged. Yeah. Like, production decides on basically everything. What is that?
Deadliest Catch? You never seen Deadliest Catch?
No. Have you seen RuPaul's Drag Race?
No.
Okay.
But Deadliest Catch, come on. Like, that's like, you never even heard of it?
No.
That's when they go out on the fishing boats in Alaska and they catch king crab in, like, the fucking cages, and it's, like, 40-foot waves. I always liked it because, like, early on, it wasn't really faked, because you really can't fake much out there because you're like actually in the 40-foot waves. It was really cool. It was really good. Me and my mom used to watch it. I'm shocked you never heard of it because it was like one of the biggest shows of all time. Like, it was like everyone. Ask Lewis about it. He knows. Hey, come on. I'll say my last two because it's just quick. I just said Corbin was actually growing on me the past two episodes.
He was.
Parmita was a bit, but Corbin especially seeing him like cry and then him talking to Casey and Sincere, because even though like that trio was kind of toxic throughout the season, they had a really good, especially him and Casey had a really strong friendship. So
I kept seeing them being called the Bean Girls.
That's fun. That's true. That's what it is. But I did like them. Like it was cool seeing Corbin finally like kind of break, and like he even said something like, I was trying to be like nonchalant or something, but he's like, I just didn't care for y'all, and they were like, and it was funny because like that's when he was like, I didn't know AIs can cry.
I was gonna say, I think I have that as one of my notes.
And again, it's like people keep talking about, oh, production sliding them our jokes, but really they're in our generation, and Corbin, that's like we all made that joke, so like they easily, someone made the joke, one of them, and then they just rolled with it.
I can see that.
So yeah, I really like Corbin towards the end. Like I'm just shocked how much he kind of like grew on me, and I think a lot of the fan base, the final, because like ever since Casa, that's why I really do think him and Parmita are okay, because since Casa, he just kept checking himself and kept like eating all the shit, and then he was just like, I'm sorry, and like him and Kenzie's combo went really good. I'm glad they talked at the end.
I am
when
too.
Kenzie was like, I'm very sorry, and he was like, he said something
because she never made up with Zach.
No. Yeah, no, I didn't. He said, I'm sure when one of them go home, they'll end up
Probably. They'll end up talking or something. Or they might have even talked on camera or off camera kind of thing. And yeah.
What did he say to her? He's like, girl, I get it. It's Love Island. Or he said somewhere it was like, you're good. Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I did appreciate that. It was very mature, and him being so young was like nice to see.
Yeah, because and then my last thing was our votes mean jack shit, because that's literally like, it's like every time we vote, there's something that we didn't know ahead of time where it's like, oh, whoever wins the challenge is exempt, and it's like, okay, well, like people are gonna vote a certain way, because that's how Beatrice went home, because we voted Jen and Gabe together, so Beatrice can, because that was back when we didn't really like know about Gabe, and we were like, oh, Beatrice can. Yeah. You need to find another guy who's good for you. And then she ended up going home, and then Gabe ended up being a good person. So it's like, a lot of people... I
honestly would have loved to have seen them together more.
I want to see Gabe in Casa. He might have done numbers in Casa.
He did numbers before he went home.
But I think next season, a lot of the people, especially the guys, really just need to show their personality off rip. Because it's like, we're going to have strong opinions about you. Like, Caleb is a really open guy, but like on the island, he even said he was a little quieter and stuff. Was quiet, but like, and Gabe, himself. Like, it's coming out, he has PhDs and all this stuff.
He's so freaking smart.
And it's like, I wish I knew this like ahead of time. I mean, again, production probably, I'm sure that was brought up in some convos. I mean, you're with someone 24 hours, they probably kept it. But all these people have some interesting lives. But I'm doing my notes. You got yours. Let's get yours done.
We already talked about Sincere saying that he did toxic things, but his relationship wasn't toxic, was absolutely insane. Doesn't make any sense. I was like, I don't know why you would say that you do toxic things, but the relationship's not toxic. Yeah. Like, it would be the whole thing. I did say, back to Parmita and Kenzie and Corbin, I said it felt like every time we see Parmita and Corbin talking, it's either talking about how hot they are or they're talking crap about Kenzie. Yeah. Like, that's basically every time.
I think towards the end she was talking crap, because I don't even think like.
I don't think he was as much, but she was definitely talking bad about Kenzie like constantly.
Oh yeah, but Kenzie was also like saying things. That's why it goes back to like I don't blame Parmita or Kenzie for feeling a certain way about each other. I just think they're both like, I'm gonna talk shit. Fuck it. I don't know. Yeah, and Corbin only really talked shit about Kenzie when they were getting voted, because that's my whole thing too. It's like, okay, you can feel a certain way about someone, but like Ariana said, like, now you're sending people home. So cut the feelings bullshit for your friend or whatever, or how you feel about Corbin. Because at the end of the day, if Corbin and Parmita do have an okay relationship and your friend's in a toxic one, you have to cut the shit and vote.
I think that was part of the biggest problem is that they were basically voting to save their friends.
That happened last season too. Yeah. It was Friend Island. I mean, it was worse last season in my opinion. Like, last season was bad. Because it was like the girls were all really close and the guys like kind of were too. But then like the guys had their own cliques of Ace, so Jeremiah got fucked over, and all these other guys got. So it's like
watching After the Villa now.
Oh no,
that's fine.
I'm just talking about.
But Jeremiah.
No, I know. I'm just talking about in the show itself.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like the cliques just never work, and like I just think the season is a little bit better, at least though, with that. And I don't know.
It just feels like this season has like you were talking about, like they closed off so early with a lot of these people.
Zach and Kata did. Like, well, I'm sure they're not closed off.
But they're also not really talking to anybody else. Like, she talked to Caleb for
but they need to
half
say
an
episode.
Off they really do.
I thought the minute Bryce and Trinity closed off, I thought like the only other people that were closed off was Corbin and Parmita.
Yeah, and that's because they had been together for like 2 days, and she was like, "We need to close it off now."
Yeah, well, because I think they were both like, because Corbin straight up was like, "No one else here really catches my eye," so. And then she was like, "Same here. Like, you're really attractive." Again, they were both attractive, but they were like, "Screw it, let's close it." So like, it's really early, but like just how they act, that doesn't shock me that they closed off. And there's really no one else. I mean, like I think Zach and Kata need to be the next, and Casey and TT do seem like a good couple now, especially since all the shit talking's done. But I wonder when they're gonna close up, because again, we're a week away. So
I don't know if they'll even close. Well,
they still have the baby challenge.
Yeah, they do.
Are they even doing that this year? I hope they do.
I don't know, but it's always funny to watch.
Funny. I remember Huda was doing it last year, and she was getting mad at Chris.
Which is kind of funny because, like, clearly she knows, like, how to raise a baby and, like, what a baby needs. And I think it was frustrating for her to be like, I need help. Like, I know how to raise a child. Yeah, but then
she didn't really realize that, like, no one else has really had this experience, you know?
Like, I honestly feel like...
That's going to be funny.
I would have almost probably done the same thing, but I'm like, why aren't you helping me?
No, I don't blame you. Yeah.
And it's like, because, like, I'm the only one that's had a baby here kind of thing. Like, I know how this works. It'll be very interesting.
We'll probably get someone sent home, if I had to guess, like Tuesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Probably Thursday, and because the Tuesday will be a cliffhanger. But then, because we'll have to have the final. How many couples are left?
5.
5. So then one couple's gonna get sent home, and then we have our final 4. Yeah. And then they'll probably all go on dates again. Yeah. And
they'll do dates. They'll do family. That kind of thing.
I mean, I really think Bryce and Trinity are just gonna win. I mean, I've had this like. I just don't see anyone else because I think
I've seen a lot of that online. I do.
Their moments have been the biggest, and I feel like even on social media, like their likes, like and just the voting, like I just don't see anyone else like winning. I feel like if other couples had more time, then maybe. But
who do you think is going to be the final 4?
Bryce, Trinity.
Okay.
I'm shocked, honestly, that Zach Cada didn't get voted into the top 5 couples. I thought they were at least going to get voted. Zach, right?
I think because of the way that Zach has been acting, he has a lot to make up for.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. That means the next few episodes are going to be very important for him because if he like actually feels remorse,
they're like teeter-tottering kind of thing right now.
I think Bryce and Trinity. I think Casey and TT. I'm shocked they got voted, but like.
Did you see Casey's face when
TT was like, I thought I was done. Like TT was like, which is kind of funny. I think
they like them even more. The fact that like Casey was like, wait, what?
They have a lot of following because Casey had a lot of guys voting for him because they were like they didn't agree with how Anaya was going. But then TT had a lot of fans because TT was like one of the only people calling out the main core 4 or whatever. And now they just both owned up and apologized and are friends with everyone. So now both sides are voting for them. So I just think I think it's gonna be them 2.
Okay.
Bryce, Trinity. I think it'll be Carl and Anaya, even though. I don't know. I think they are cute. I do like them, but it's like
love them.
They just have less history out of anyone on this.
I think that's it too. Yeah, like we need to see them go through something other than like her picking Casey.
We need to see them disagree on something. We haven't seen that.
But he's a Disney prince, so there's nothing to disagree with. He's perfect.
I don't know, Zach. I think
it's going to be Zach and Kada and Melanie and Sincere on who's going to go home next.
You think Kenzie and Dylan are staying?
Possibly.
This comes down to if we vote again, or obviously we're gonna vote for the winner. But like, I don't know. Did we vote for the final 4, or did the Islanders vote?
I don't remember.
Because if it comes down to the Islanders, I think it's gonna be Dylan and Kenzie going home. Genuinely, because they're all friends with Melanie, and then Kada and Zach. I mean, Kada's been, I guess.
If it's up to the Islanders, though, I think the couple that would be at the most risk would be Casey and Tiara.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, you're right. But
I think that they would be.
Do you think? But it might be like. But now they know America likes them, you know. So like they might want to vote them out. Because remember last season, people found out Amaya was nice, and even though Amaya now turned out to be kind of.
I didn't like her after.
No, I don't either. Yeah. Her and Hannah, like, Amaya keeps being in some ads nowadays, and all the comments are like, we don't want to see her. Like, she's fake.
I'm over her.
Yeah. Yeah. And they put Bella in one, and they're like, yeah, because Bella was like the standout, because she called out everyone. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I could see that happening, but I don't know. I think it's going to be Bryce, Trinity, Carl, and Naya, Casey and TT, and Kada and Zach. That's my guess, because Kada and Zach, like, just have that history together, and I think like all of them view them as like almost closed off. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see them keeping Zach, just so Charlie comes back.
That would be fucking funny if Charlie comes in.
So what I need to happen is for Melanie and Sincere to be gone. I think
that's gonna happen.
I know, but I think it
solely lies on Melanie having the girls having Melanie's back, and America. A lot of girls love Melanie, and they're doing the same thing the Islanders are doing.
Which is crazy, because again, it's just like promoting.
I mean, I don't know if you're reading these tweets like of girls who are. It's mainly women, but it's like they're like, oh yeah, Melanie's gonna get that 100K, and everyone's like, and they get like ratioed, like you know what that is?
No.
It's like when if you you have a certain amount of likes and then you reply to someone and you surpass their likes, which means like you don't have a good opinion. And people would be like, you don't have like people are like, why are you voting for Melanie to be in this relationship? And they'll literally be like, don't care, she's winning 100K, and it's like that's who's voting for Melanie. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's sad. It's low-key sad because it's like
because Melanie doesn't know that these people are voting for her kind of thing. I
think she's part of it too.
But, like, I don't know. I think she's thinking that, like, people are like, oh, they're a good couple together. We're going to vote for them together. When in reality, like, no one's voting for Sincere. Yeah, no. They're voting for Melanie.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's like false whatever, but...
yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting to see what the final four is. We have 2 more episodes of the podcast.
That's crazy.
When does this show end? Sunday.
I think Sunday.
So we'll have to film Monday. So then, yeah, we'll have an episode Wednesday, and we'll have an episode... We have to do it Wednesday because I leave Thursday, but
okay.
And then we'll film it Monday, the finale, and then I'm sure we can bring Kaylin on we can bring you and Lewis on to talk about something. But yeah, then after that, next year, Love Island, we'll be back.
That's crazy.
That's sad. It's sad, but
sad.
I think the season's. I know. I think the season's been pretty good.
It got a lot better after Casa. I feel like it was kind of boring up until
Casa. And Movie Night saved this season.
Yeah,
100%.
Movie Night was amazing. It might be up there with season 6 Movie Night.
It was pretty intense.
It was really
I think
good.
Casa is probably one of the better. I mean, I know season 6 had a good Casa.
Yeah.
But Casa just did what it did for this season. It was like unprecedented.
Yeah.
And people are saying like it's boring, which I get, but it's just cool to see actual love happening a little bit. Because last season when we got to the final 4, we had what was it? It was
Amaya and Brian.
Which. Yeah, they had a strong connection, but then Brian like said sorry and really connected with her after we found out she was like popular. Yeah. And then Nick and Alandria, which I like them.
I like them.
At the time, they were kind of just forced because there was a few episodes after that.
Yeah.
Then it was Huda and Chris who were broken up.
Yeah,
they broke up during their last. Iris, which no one really cared for. So like the final 4 last year were ass.
Yeah.
And like Amaya kind of had an easy layup for 100K, honestly. So this season might be a little interesting, but I think Bryce and Trinity will win, and I'm really interested to see the reunion.
Are you going to be upset if they don't?
I will be upset because I think they deserve it, but I'm just again I'm a lover boy, so I'm happy that.
That's a phrase that I could go the rest of my life without hearing.
I was trying to give you the ick. I was trying to give you the ick.
Thank you.
But I am kind of like that in the sense that, I don't know if that's the right word, but like. When Bryce said like I don't care if we go home tonight because we have this, like I'm happy knowing that they will at least still be together. Like
I'm interested to see if they stay together.
I just think like they were talking about like he was like I live with my grandma and she would love you. I just see it. I really do see it. I really think they'll be okay. And I can't wait for family night because I need to see him meet like Trinity's mom after the whole daylight savings story. I
cannot.
I hope she brings that up.
Like especially now, being someone's parent, having your child go on national TV and like say stuff like that, I would be so embarrassed. I'd be like, "You did what?"
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be funny as hell. But I don't. Zach and Kata could go home because like they were voted, but then they were saved by the Islanders. But now if they go up against a stronger couple, I mean, I don't know. I could see that happening as well. But we'll see what happens with Zach tonight. Actually, what time? Yeah, soon.
Oh my gosh,
a few hours.
5:43. Okay.
Yeah, but is there anything else?
No, I think that's
cool. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we have 2 more episodes of this Love Island pod, and then the pod will be back to regular stuff. And yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.